So if you're in the car business, you know the feeling, right? That frustration of putting all this work into social media, hitting publish, and then nothing, just crickets. You look around, you see other people crushing it, and you're just wondering, what am I missing? Well, I'm here to tell you it's probably not your ideas, it's the execution. So let's dive into this and map out a real, actionable strategy that actually gets results.
This is the big question, isn't it? The one that keeps so many dealership pros, salespeople, and creators up at night. You're making the content, you're posting it, but that growth, it's just not happening. It seriously feels like you're shouting into a black hole. But here's the good news. The answer is way simpler and way more in your control than you probably think.
Come on, be honest. I bet you've told yourself at least one of these, maybe all of them on a bad day. We love to blame the algorithm, or say our channel is too small, or maybe the timing was off. And the big one, I must be shadow banned. It's so easy to point the finger at everything else, but you know what? These are just myths, and they're holding you back from seeing the real problem.
Okay, so here's the absolute truth. You need to get this into your head. The platforms don't hate small creators. They hate sloppy uploads. The algorithm isn't out to get you because you're new. It's penalizing a lack of preparation. And that simple shift in mindset, wow, it is a total game changer because it puts all the power right back where it belongs, with you.
This brings us to a concept from a creator named Adam Ivy, and he calls it metadata poisoning. And trust me, it is the silent killer of most automotive channels. It's what happens when you're in a rush. You hit that publish button with a generic file name for a title, a blurry auto-generated thumbnail, and you tell yourself, oh, I'll fix it in a few minutes. But here's the kicker. By then, it's already too late. The algorithm's first impression is set, and the damage is done.
And look, the difference is night and day, right? On the left, you've got total chaos. IMG 4821.mov. That tells the algorithm nothing. No description, no context. It's a shot in the dark. But on the right, you've got perfect clarity. A specific, searchable title that answers a real question. A custom thumbnail that grabs attention. A full description. It's even in a playlist. One is just pure guesswork. The other is a deliberate strategy.
All right, so we've nailed down what not to do from a technical standpoint. Now let's talk about the big picture philosophy. This is about a fundamental shift, moving away from just screaming, "We have cars for sale!" and instead building a brand that people actually trust, that they want to follow no matter what platform they're on.
And this brings us to this amazing idea from David Rozek called brand theater. I want you to completely reframe how you see your dealership. Stop thinking of it as just a place of business. I want you to imagine it's a living, breathing TV show. And your social media channels, well, they're broadcasting a daily documentary about your culture and, most importantly, about how you treat people.
And you know what the best part is? You already have everything you need to produce this show. Your cast, that's your entire team, from the techs in the service bay to the lot porters. Your guest stars are your customers, and man, do they have incredible stories to tell. The script, that's just your company culture, the way you do things every single day. And the genre of your show is defined by your core values, integrity, service, you name it.
Now you're probably thinking, wait, does this mean I can't ever post about cars for sale again? No, of course not. But you have to earn the right to sell, and you do that by following the 80-20 rule. That means 80% of what you post is all about telling your story, building that community, putting on your brand theater. The other 20%, that's for your offers. And when you do it this way, those sales posts feel like helpful solutions, not just another annoying ad.
Okay, philosophy's locked in. Now for the fun part, the actual step-by-step framework that brings this whole brand theater idea to life. We call it the power of 3. It's a super simple strategy that ties smart content creation together with that critical upload discipline we talked about.
Just remember this number, 3. It's simple, it's memorable, and it's going to be the foundation of a system that keeps you focused, consistent, and growing.
So our framework is built on these 3 distinct pillars. Pillar number 1 is mastering 3 key platforms. Pillar 2 is mastering your content formats, so one piece of work can fuel everything else. And Pillar 3, you guessed it, is mastering that non-negotiable upload discipline we started with.
So which 3 platforms? You need to own your space on these, and you have to understand the specific job of each one. Think of YouTube as your home base, your library of authority, where people go when they're actively searching for answers. TikTok? That's your rocket ship for discovery. It's where you find new people who don't know you exist yet. And Meta, Instagram and Facebook, that's your digital town square. That's where you build trust and amplify your message to your local community.
Now this right here is the game changer. This is how you stop feeling like you're on a content treadmill. It's the one feeds the many approach. Your one big long-form YouTube video is the mothership. From that single deep dive, say on leasing versus buying, you can pull out dozens of smaller pieces of content. You can create shorts, TikToks, reels, even quote graphics. It's all about working smarter, not just grinding harder.
Okay, time to zoom all the way in on the most critical step. Since that long-form YouTube video is the anchor for your entire strategy, we absolutely have to get the upload right. We're coming full circle to finally solve metadata poisoning for good with a simple, non-negotiable checklist.
This is your pre-flight checklist. Every single one of these items must be 100% done before your finger even thinks about hitting that publish button. Your title is finalized. Your custom thumbnail is uploaded and looking great. Your description is detailed and full of keywords. You've added manual chapters to help people find what they need. You've put it in a playlist to give the algorithm context. And you have a question ready to go to pin as the first comment to spark immediate engagement. I mean it, no exceptions.
So why all the fuss? Why is that checklist so critical? It's because of what we call the first hour rule. You got to understand, the second you hit publish, the clock starts ticking. The platform immediately starts testing your video. It's watching your click-through rate, how long people are actually sticking around, and how fast the likes and comments are coming in. That initial data, in that first hour, basically determines your video's fate. A perfect upload gives it the best possible chance to succeed.
So you do all this tactical work, you follow the checklist, you make the content. What's the end game? What's the real prize here? It's not about just getting more views on one video. It's about building something that actually lasts, an unshakable brand that becomes the obvious go-to choice in your market. The people who really win at this game are thinking in terms of an ecosystem. They don't just create random videos, they build content ladders. One video naturally leads to the next. The short-form stuff on TikTok and Reels, those are the bottom rungs of the ladder, pulling new people into your world. And your YouTube videos, those are the deep dives at the top that turn a casual viewer into a loyal fan. This whole process builds massive session time, which the algorithms love, and it solidifies you as the undeniable authority.
And this brings everything right back home, full circle, to that brand theater idea. The single most important part of all of this is realizing that your team, they're your first audience. They're your real customers. When they feel valued, when they're part of the story, that positive energy can't help but radiate outward to your actual customers. Your brand isn't what you say it is in a commercial. It's just a direct reflection of what's happening inside your own walls.
So let's just boil this all down to one single powerful truth. The algorithm isn't against you. YouTube isn't trying to hold you back. Success on social media has nothing to do with luck or some secret formula. It is, and it always will be, a matter of preparation.
So there you have it. You've got the playbook now. You understand the technical discipline you need and the cultural mindset required to win this game. So the only question left is the one that you and your team have to answer for yourselves. What story are you going to start telling tomorrow?